forecast reading. Before we get stuck into the reading, just a reminder that I'm still giving that gift, that lovely gift of your very own personal 2022 year ahead forecast, which you will get as a gift when you order the soulmate or the twin flame reading. I will put that link in the description box below to my website where you can get your soulmate or twin flame reading, and then you get your very own reading forecast for yourself for the year ahead as a gift. Right, so first of all, let's have a look what's happening in February for Aquarius. We will do your tarot cards and then we will have a look at your relationship after that. So, February Aquarius, what's happening for you guys? Okay. Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's nice. And okay. All right. Stuff is happening, all right. So first card up, you get the Queen of Earth. And this is about dealing with challenges in a kind and nurturing way. Okay. You have a kind of warm, nurturing manner towards dealing with problems. So most likely, the problems are not going to be yours. They're going to be someone else's, okay? And usually when things don't really touch on our lives that heavily, then we have the compassion to deal with them nicely. So somebody else in your life is having a little bit of issues, and you can deal with this in a warm way. You can deal with it with sympathy and empathy. It's not a problem for you, okay? The Eight of Earth says that you are either getting rewarded for a skill or you upping a skill level. Okay, so some kind of skill that you have, you're either going to get rewarded for it because you've taken it to such a level that you get rewarded for it, or you deciding you want to up a skill level and you want to work it even further, take it even further than that. So it's all about skill levels in the month of February. Like I say, either being rewarded for them or taking them further. You then have the moon, and the moon is all about she will often illuminate something, but everything else is in darkness. So there's a story here that you don't have all the facts for yet. Some of it is kind of hidden, but she's very intuitive as well. So if you need to tune into what you're not seeing, listen to your intuition. It will give you a little bit more of an indication as to what is happening here. But it's normally a story that there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and you're only aware of what's right in front of you. So you need to tap into your intuition to get a better insight into it. The King of Air is perhaps seeking a mentor or a professional advice about something. This is an air card, a thought card. So whatever this situation is where you're not 100% sure what's going on, you may seek out professional advice for it, okay? And that includes therapists as well. I'm hearing that for some of you. The Two of Air shows up because you've reached a stalemate with some kind of situation. So you're needing to either up your skill levels and you need to go and seek professional mentorship where that's concerned, okay? Or you are needing to make a decision about somebody and you may need to seek professional advice where that is concerned, okay? But the next card that comes up is the Three of Water, which says there is going to be a celebration coming. Things will get more lighthearted, they will become more fun. So the beginning of the month has got a little bit of a challenge in there, but it's not challenging you heavily. Because you have that Queen of Earth card, you kind of look at it and you think, okay, well, that's how I'm going to approach this. You have kind of a warm response to it. It's not a big issue for you. It has something, it tests your skills on some level, all right? And you might decide then that you're going to up your skill levels, and that's where you'll need a professional involved. But you're not seeing the whole story here yet. It's maybe a bit cloudy for you. So the professional will help you see the story more clearly too. But there's fun coming. I'd say sort of towards the second half of the month, there's something to celebrate. There's something more fun. Life takes on a more light-hearted attitude. Because you get the Page of Water after that as well, which can either be that intuition that you tapped into earlier in the month really delivers for you, all right? Or this is an emotional card, or a relationship goes into a next level, or somebody that has entered your life fairly recently, a new person. I see that showing up on this card. I'm hearing new person. It shows up on the card as well. And this is a whole new phase in relationships for you, because the Three of Water showing up there as well. This is a much more light-hearted, much more fun, much more engaging phase that enters into your life. And because you get the Wheel next, it is saying that this is a karmic turn in your life. So the cog of the wheel turns into the next phase of your life and something new comes in, okay? So a phase is finished up, that's done and dusted. What does it say on this card? Positive change. The situation suddenly moves forward and fortune is on your side. So there's definitely a shift coming in, and it's a positive shift. We've already seen that courtesy of the Three of Water and the Page of Water. And if you've kind of been feeling a bit stuck in a situation that was cloudy and you couldn't quite get the hang of it, now the shift happens and you feel a lot better and you feel a lot lighter. And it could come courtesy of a relationship, okay, a new one. Or an existing relationship takes on a lighter turn, more light-hearted turn, which you're not going to say to, are you? No to, are you? But there's definitely, because the Two of the Air sitting at the center of your reading, there was a situation that did need to be dealt with, and it was clouded a little bit. But because the energy is definitely shifting, I think you deal with it. And it's interesting that the Page of Water and the Three of Water come after that. They are what make that shift. So it can be courtesy of somebody, that someone new coming in, or an existing relationship that just takes a new turn, a different turn in a good way. And it shifts that energy that had to do with needing to make a decision about something that was cloudy, that you didn't have a good take on it, you didn't have a good hang on to what that situation is. But your skill set comes into play there too. Somehow your skill set has something to do with this. There's so many variations of this story, and it really is going to depend on your own life story. But listen again as the month progresses, because then it's going to make a lot more sense to you as well. Right, but you're going to deal with it fine, because you're actually taking on the role of the Queen of Earth in February. So you make the time for the people around you. You deal with it just fine. You have everything that you need. You're comfortable with it. You can deal with it. Right, now let's have a look and see what shows up in your relationships for the month of February. So you're in a good place, so you can deal with it easily and well. That's what I'm hearing, emotionally. Okay, so let's see. Relationship-wise, Aquarius, what's in store for you guys in February? Which is Valentine's month for most of you. Not all of you, but for most of you. Some countries celebrate it at a different time, apparently. Okay, 14 February. It is for most of us that are watching. Right, okay. All right. Okay. Right, it's coming up all the time at the moment. Ooh, okay, nice. Okay, shall we start off with pay attention to the red flags and followed by express your love? Now, the pay attention to red flags for me is always the button pushing card. Your buttons are going to be pushed or someone else's buttons are going to be pushed. And the buttons get pushed 9 times out of 10 because people don't feel worthy of being loved. So when the button gets pushed, the express your love card comes up. So when the button gets pushed with someone else and they behave in a certain manner, show them that you appreciate them. That's the shortest route to sorting that problem out, okay? From A to B, it's going to be the quickest way to get there. The way worth waiting for card says, so something we've already seen, the wheel turns up in your main reading. So I'm not surprised this card turns up in your relationship reading, because there is always, as the wheel of fortune, the wheel of fate turns, the worth waiting for card is most likely going to turn up in your relationship reading, because it is X marks the spot in a reading in your life. There is a pivotal point happening for you. It's divine timing at work. And that moment was worth waiting for where relationships are concerned, because you get 3 lovely cards after that. You deserve love, chemistry, and this could be the one. So most likely for most of you, it is to do with somebody that you already know, because also it was a relationship that reaches a new level, showed up in the main part of the reading. I would say that an existing relationship takes a nice turn, okay? It takes a turn for the better. Emotionally, it's a nice, good turn that it's taking. It makes you feel more appreciated, okay? the chemistry gets reignited in a relationship. Always good to have that. Or somebody re-enters your life again, okay? You've crossed paths before, maybe you even had a relationship. Maybe all that happened was you crossed paths and it never got further than that. But the chemistry is reignited with this person, okay? And you feel duly appreciated by them and the relationship. The only little hiccup is that pay attention to red flags card. So they may do things and say things that you think, whoa. The shortest route away around that is tell them you appreciate them. Show them how much you appreciated them. Because that little thing is showing up because they may feel slightly underappreciated, okay? But this is a karmic turning point where relationships are concerned, the month of February. It's a good one because it's Valentine's month, isn't it? So it is definitely a moment in life that you've been waiting for in one way or another where relationships are concerned. Just watch that little red flag, and when it does come up, show the person how much you appreciate them, and it'll quickly go away, okay? And then that lovely chemistry will show up in a relationship or re-show up in a relationship, and you'll get to understand the person you've been looking for is right under your nose. Right, so that is your reading for the month of February, Aquarius. Very nice reading. I'm Aquarius rising, so the reading applies to me as well. I'll just remind you once again, if you would like that wonderful gift of the year ahead reading specifically for you, then you can order the soulmate reading. It will come as a gift with that reading. I will put that link in the description box below. Sending you all hugs and loves for the month ahead. February, that is. Thank you for watching, listening, liking, subscribing, and those of you that come and chat to me, I really appreciate it. Thank you. We'll speak again soon.